Stoicism versus Buddhism, a comparative look at two philosophies. Both Stoicism and Buddhism are ancient philosophies that teach us how to live a fulfilling, peaceful life. Despite originating in different parts of the world, Stoicism in Greece and Buddhism in India, these two schools of thought share some striking similarities, as well as key differences. Let's explore how they compare. 1. The focus on inner peace. Both Stoicism and Buddhism emphasize the importance of inner peace and self-mastery. For Stoics, peace comes from aligning your mind with nature and understanding what is within your control. By accepting external events as beyond our control, Stoics focus on mastering their reactions and maintaining emotional resilience. Buddhism, too, teaches that true peace comes from within. It focuses on the Four Noble Truths, which explain that suffering is a natural part of life, caused by attachment and desire. Through mindfulness, meditation, and the Eightfold Path, Buddhists aim to detach from desires and reduce suffering, leading to enlightenment and inner peace. 2. The nature of suffering. Both philosophies acknowledge the inevitability of suffering, but they approach it differently. In Stoicism, suffering is seen as a result of how we interpret events. It teaches that suffering comes from our judgments, expectations, and attachments to things outside our control. If we can accept that pain, loss, and adversity are part of life, we can choose not to be disturbed by them. In Buddhism, suffering is central to the core teachings. The First Noble Truth states that life inherently involves suffering, dukkha, but the way to end suffering is through the cessation of desire. Buddhism teaches that by understanding the impermanence of life and letting go of attachment, we can overcome suffering and achieve nirvana, freedom from the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. 3. Control and detachment. A major theme in Stoicism is the dichotomy of control, which focuses on distinguishing between what we can and cannot control. Stoics teach us to accept what is beyond our control, such as the actions of others or external circumstances, and to focus on mastering our own reactions, emotions, and judgments. In Buddhism, the concept of attachment plays a crucial role. Buddhism teaches that attachment to people, objects, or outcomes causes suffering. The path to enlightenment involves letting go of these attachments and cultivating detachment, understanding that everything in life is transient and that holding on to anything too tightly only leads to pain. 4. The role of virtue and morality. In Stoicism, virtue is considered the highest good. Stoics believe that living in accordance with virtue, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance,